It is an honor for me. There's basically nobody better qualified to talk about what it's like as a two-way player than legendary softball star Jenny Finch, who joins me now. Jenny, when you were coming up, what was it like for you? How did you deal with people who doubted your ability to stay as a two-way player?
Well, first, it's an honor to be here. I couldn't be more thrilled to be on this show. It wasn't easy. There were some coaches actually that I ended up changing teams because they wouldn't let me be a two-way player. But I wanted to, and I wanted to have the bat in my hands. I wanted to be able to be on defense, and I wanted to pitch. And so I would encourage those young athletes to do what you want to do and go out there and shine. And so it's exciting. It's not easy. It's double the work, but it's been done, and it's going to be done. And it's exciting to see the future and the opportunity for this guy.
For any player who gets drafted, there's a certain level of scrutiny, but of course that's much higher here. How much mental toughness is he going to need to make it through as a two-way player?
All eyes are on him. And, it's not easy being able to try to make it in general in baseball, but let alone a two-way player. But he's done it his whole life. And so he just needs to, focus on him one day at a time and keep grinding away at what he's done to get here.
A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Wichita Wind Surge and the Midland Rockhounds. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Brian Howard will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down.
And now in the box, Lázaro Armenteros. And their runners at the corners now.
Lázaro Armenteros.
Hit down the line at first. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it winds up being a run on no. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Kobe Bryant trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down. So here is Kobe Bryant, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Riddle, the runner at third. Jelokowski on second. Ziegler on at first with 2 down. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired.
4-4. Take the race. He said, 3.
Into the box, Santis Sanchez flew out last time up.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
Ramirez, stay with it.
He's out.
Next to dig in, Kobe Bryant. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Bryant.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up.
Dig, 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 dig.
And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base.
And now Santis Sanchez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Santis.
The 1-2.
Santis.
Oh, and he misses it. Throw in time, so a good pitch there gets him out of the bases.
He's out. 3. He's out.
Next, it'll be Danny Dunn. He
Now
could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Stepping in next, Kobe Bryant grounded out in his last at-bat.
Kobe Bryant.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
He's got it.
Come on, ready,
In time
ready,
to
ready.
first, and there are 2 away.
3. He's out.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1, the final score. The Wichita Wind Surge posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Charlie Barnes takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the Wichita Wind Surge and the Midland Rockhounds.
And now,
it's baseball
your
on the show,
Midland
and it's coming up next.
Rockhound.
Now at the plate, Kobe Bryant. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games.
Kobe Bryant.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Row. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk, and there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
The left field.
Now at the plate is Xander Wheel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Base hit into right center. 1 run scores. Throw won't get him.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
So next to hit is Kobe Bryant. He collected a base hit his first time up.
Bryant.
Now here's the pitch. And he popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2. So now into the box is Kobe Bryant.
The
first pitch of the AB on its way.
Bryant.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Thoreau goes to get it, and the throw to first ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. So now to the plate, Marcos Brito. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Marcos.
This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. The throw will go to third, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Now it'll be Kobe Bryant, struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the AB now.
Bryant.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Slider laid off for a ball. Milburn, a right-hander standing 6'3". He throws a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, a slider, and a 2-seam fastball. And it's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing. Digging in next, Colin Thoreau. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here now the 2-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. So the next to bat will be Kobe
Now
Bryant.
bat,
He went
the
down
first
on
baseman,
strikes in his last
Kobe
at-bat.
Bryant.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Fastball called for strike two. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cronin stands at first with 1 out. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Wichita Wind Surge came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Lewis Thorpe notches his 3rd win of the year. James Nail struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series, but we've got baseball on the show. And now here is Kobe Bryant. Comes into this one with just 1 hit in 9 tries for the series.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Jackson has over 40 innings on his line so far. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. So now here is Kobe Bryant. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And the throw-in gets away from him. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
The catcher.
Now at the plate, here is Taylor Jellikowski. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pickoff move to second, and he'll be tagged out as he tries to get back to second. Stepping in, Kobe Bryant. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. And a big moment for him there. His first home run as a AA player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses.
Kobe Bryant will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Now here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he struck him out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a... So next to bat will be Kobe Bryant. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Out in front of it, strike 1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Count 1 and 2. Come on, let it fly.
In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is...
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark, great.
One of the most underappreciated skills a young player can develop is plate discipline and the ability to work good counts to your advantage. A good at bat can go a long way. Mike Lowell, you know a little something about that. How do you build a good at bat as a hitter?
Well, I think preparation is the first key. Understanding what type of stuff you are going to see that night. And then being able to have the discipline not only to swing at your pitch, but even more importantly, to not swing at the opposing pitcher's pitch. You know, we're not robots, and I think all position players really bank on a pitcher's mistakes. So do you have the discipline and the patience to wait for your pitch instead of just saying the first thing that looks like my bat can get on it, I'm going to swing. So I think building that game plan and understanding what you want to swing at with the mindset of being able to lay off the pitches you don't want to swing at can give you that information to execute not only in those early at-bats, but be able to make adjustments on later at-bats in the game.
It doesn't have to be early in the at-bat either, working yourself into an advantageous count. You could get to 2 strikes and keep fouling off pitches and frustrate a pitcher until he gives up that mistake pitch.
Well, it depends on who the pitcher is and how much is he going to stick to his plan. But I know this, if a pitcher gives me his best pitch 2-3 times and I just foul it off and I can grind the at-bat out and extend it to another pitch, sooner or later he's either going to make a different pitch or he's going to miss that spot one time, and that's always advantage hitter.